Hello fellow red shirts. If you haven't watched The Expanse yet, then what have you been doing with your life? Go sign up for Amazon Prime Video immediately and say goodbye to your productivity for the next 5 days. Anyway, once you've binged the crap out of it, come back here and you'll see just why I felt it necessary to rank every character that at some point found themselves as valued crew members of the Rocinante. I'm Michael with Team Redshirt Media. Click like and subscribe to the channel. Be warned, this video will contain spoilers all the way up to Season 5 of The Expanse. Let's get started. Number 10. Monica Stewart. Though this character started out as a pain in the ass for the OG crew, by the events of Season 5 she actually becomes quite useful. As a talented investigative reporter, Monica not only helps Holden rescue Naomi from Marco and Aros, but succeeds in unraveling the entire Free Navy's plot, topping off her exploits by discovering that Fred Johnson's protomolecule sample did in fact survive the destruction of the Samea. Number 9. Clarissa Mao, aka Peaches. This particular crew member has, by the events of the Season 5 finale, only been part of the crew for at the very least 15 seconds, and it's still ambiguous as to whether or not Holden is even remotely okay with it. She did, after all, try to frame and kill him at one point. Nonetheless, Amos likes her and that's fine by me. Number 8. Josephus Miller. Quite possibly the most useless member of the crew during his limited tenure, this former detective/cynical asshole gets a higher ranking based purely on the fact that he is an outright badass. Combine that with the fact that it is ultimately his actions that leads to the resolution of the Eros incident, Miller, despite being a disruptive force aboard the ship, is in the end accepted by the crew and therefore accepted by us. Number 7. Christian Avasarala. Technically not a crew member at all, Avasarala finds herself aboard the Rossi by chance. During her time on the ship, she subtly installs herself at the very top of the chain of command through her well-meaning yet manipulative ways, and utilizes this position to bring everyone's focus towards a common goal, destroying Jules Pierre Mao. Oh, and destroying the proto-molecule hybrid. And saving the human race. Number 6. Alex Kamal. Now, Alex would have ranked higher on this list, but he's just not the best of the Martians to have served aboard the Rocinante. That being said, his piloting skills are unmatched, and without him the Rossi would not have made it this far. And, to be honest, no one makes a space lasagna quite like Alex Kamal. Number 5. Bobby Draper. Now we're talking. So, this character goes through quite the learning curve before finding herself aboard the Rocinante, and when she first arrives the tensions are high given the fact the ship was technically stolen from her own military. But very quickly she learns how things are and falls naturally into the role of ship's bouncer. But let's be honest, if she wanted to, she could have taken over. Number 4. Praxadiki Meng. This guy is low-key a legend. I miss his presence on the ship in later seasons so much, and his friendship with Amos is beyond endearing. Not to mention, this man in his limited time as a member of the crew not only manages to be pivotal to defeating Mao, but also helps improve morale, increases the ship's CO2 scrubbing capabilities, and rescues his daughter. Number 3. Naomi Nagata. Put simply, without Naomi, the others would not have lasted this long. As proven by the events during the ring space exploration, they simply cannot function without her. She is the most talented engineer in the belt, and the vast majority of the ship's problems are solved by her single-handedly. Couple that with all the adversity she has dealt with in life and her ability to save the day in Season 5, despite that, it's no surprise she ranks this high. Number 2. Amos Burton. Amos is quite possibly the most complex character in the entire series. His past is shrouded in mystery, even after it is explained to us in great detail, but it's his place aboard the Rossi that counts. Even when he is making poor choices and is at odds with his friends, he still manages to make a difference. Though he lacks empathy and a moral compass, he strives to be on the right side of any situation. He's also an incredibly talented spaceman who can just about troubleshoot any problem that the ship faces. Oh, and did I mention, he's a ruthless killer. There aren't many people who have served on the Rocinante, but before we get to number 1, here's a few honourable mentions. Dispashangwala. Not Alex. And sure, why not? Number 1. James Holden. Holden at the start of the series is a flawed idealist who at first struggles to garner the trust and respect of his crewmates, probably because someone who displays such unwavering altruism as Holden is prone to do often comes off as untrustworthy, but that's besides the point. He is overall vindicated in his tendency to do the right thing as his choices turn out to be clutch in matters regarding the proto-molecule. And as he gains respect throughout the show, it doesn't result in self-righteousness as you would expect, but a mutual respect that helps him not only nurture his relationships with Amos, Naomi and Alex, but his stance among his peers on Earth, Mars and in the Belt. And there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, taki for watching.